Destiny Voz de Corazon, lead singer of Grupo Remedio and a San Antonio native, has definitely made her mark in the Tejano industry. The humble singer has a powerful voice, and there's no doubt that music runs in her family. Daughter of Raulito Navaira and niece of Tejano legend Emilio Navaira, Destiny's musical journey is one to watch for. On this episode of Up Close with Mingo Mariano, we're getting up close with the two-time Tejano Music Award winner to talk about the launch of Operation Destiny, being a Navaira in the music business, and so much more. So stay right here because you're watching Up Close with Mingo Mariano.
Hi, this is Destiny Navaira, and you're watching Up Close with Mingo Mariano. Graduated from McCullum High School, south side of San Antonio. School was always my number one priority for me because my parents pushed me that way. I was a straight A student. I freaked out. I was one of those kids who freaked out if I got a B or a C. And so I always knew that education was something that I was going to be a part of, that was going to be a part of my life. So I graduated and I attended UT, the University of Texas in Austin. Graduated in 2014. And I majored in government and business. I got a business minor. And, you know, it was a learning experience, not only, you know, educational wise or anything like that. It was an experience in learning who I was around people that I wasn't used to being around. Definitely a culture shock when I got there. I lived in the dorm, in the main dorm, Jester, and me and my roommate, we were pretty much the only Latinas on our floor. We attended, it was an event that they have, it's called Sábado Gigante, and all the Latinos, of course, are there. And it was an eye-opener, just to see how many people, you know, came from the same place as I did and were in that same situation I was. And you could just tell when you would meet other, you know, Latinos, everybody, you kind of had like a comfort sense. You know, hi, I'm from Brownsville, or hi, I'm from San Antonio. You know, it wasn't Plano, Texas, or, you know, Tyler, or things like that, you know, which was what you heard on campus. I was fortunate enough to join a Latina sorority, Sigma Lambda Gamma, and that really took my path through my college career. You know, community was a big thing that we did. Our philanthropy was the Susan G. Komen. Oh, yeah. We did fundraisers. We helped one of the elementary schools. We did this thing called Christmas Kindness, and we sponsored 10 families. We got them food. We got the kids presents that they probably wouldn't have gotten. I met amazing people through my college years, and people who I still keep in touch with up to now. Voz de Corazon came from the sorority. When you become a sister, your big sister, we call them moms, Gamma moms, they give you a name, and it's called your line name. And you don't know what your name is going to be until you're done, and then at the end, when you know it, you go out and you present yourself and you say my name, and I said, you know, my name is Destiny Voz de Corazon Navaira. Voz de Corazon, to me, it means two different things. To me, to the sorority wise, it was who I was during the time I was becoming a sister. You know, speaking from the heart has always been something that I've done, and I think my dad has taught me that. Not to not hold back, but to say things that you need to say in the correct way. It was just so ironic that she named me that. I mean, they obviously knew of my past and my singing and my family, but it just meant a lot that she named me Voz de Corazon, because that's something that I strive for when I perform. Not just to sing you a song and sound pretty, but for you to feel that song, whether, you know, if you need to hear a sad song or you need to hear a happy song or whatever the case may be, that's what I want to relay to my audience.
During 2015 and 2016, Destiny talks about life-changing events going through the separation of her parents and the unexpected death of her uncle and Tejano Icon Emilio Navaira. She goes on to say that she really had a great life up until that point and quickly learned how to take charge and stay strong for the rest of her family. The singer also talks about that fateful day when she learned of the passing of her uncle Emilio.
In 2015, my parents split up. And that was really, really hard on me. I think one, because I'm the oldest, so I became the go-to for my brother and my sister. We were very just out of our comfort zone. We didn't know what to do. We didn't know what to think. And that was really, really hard on us. That was 2015. And then, of course, 2016, when my uncle passed, that was, I think that's always going to be a monumental moment in my life.
Where you were at?
I was at home. I was at home and I was in my room. And I heard my dad get a phone call. And I just heard him kind of yell, "What?" And I just kind of knew at that moment that something was wrong. I didn't know what, I just knew something. It was about 6 p.m. It was a Monday. And by the time I got to my dad, he was already running out the door. So I called him and, he told me that Maru, my uncle's wife, had called him and said that my uncle had passed away. And so I followed him, me and Rigo. I don't even remember what I had. I just got in the car because he was in New Braunfels, and I used to work at the hospital in New Braunfels, so I knew where they were taking him. So we got there, and the whole way I didn't think that he died. It didn't like ever crossed my mind. Like I just remember praying. I was praying and I was driving and I just was like, please God, don't let him be gone. Like, don't let him be gone. But he was such a strong person that I didn't think, not that I didn't think he could die, but I just really didn't expect it, I guess. And we got there and then they told us that he had passed, and it was just, I think I went into mom mode. I'm not a mom, but I went into mom mode.
Work mode, like what's
right. So, and that might have been my way of dealing with it. I remember my cousins getting there, my grandma getting there. We were the first ones there, me and my dad and Maru and Rigo and the kids, the little kids. It was it's still an unreal day, but I think that that time period, 2015, 2016, has really defined me. Like I said, I was living in a bubble. I was living in a perfect bubble. And it was time for me to grow up, and I grew up. I think when I'm alone, I think about definitely the loss that we faced. I wish that I could talk to my uncle one more time and just tell him, really, really just tell him thank you for all the inspiration that he gave me and that he still gives me.
Operation Destiny.
Operation Destiny.
Operation Destiny.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Operation Destiny is in full effect in San Antonio, Texas, and you can be a part of it. The Tejano singer is inviting the entire community to come and get fit with explosive fitness. The group meets every Monday evening at 7:30 p.m. at McCollum High School in South San Antonio. Our cameras were on site to give you a glimpse of what you can expect and a message from Destiny Navaira. Take a look.
So Operation Destiny is a new kind of journey I'm on. I've been trying to lose weight and take care of myself since February. I started. I'm down about 25 pounds, and if you follow me on social media, I've been posting my progress, and I've been really motivated, and I was fortunate enough to have Mr. Jorge reach out to me. And he was interested in my journey, and he wanted to help me. So now we're taking it to the next step with explosive fitness. And today was our first boot camp, Operation Destiny, and we had a great turnout. Thank you to everybody who came. As you can tell, I'm pretty sweaty, and my hair is in a mess. And I really wanted to do this for not only myself, for my family, for our culture, for the people who love Tejano music, because as we all know, we love Tejano music, and tortillas go with that, and so does beer, and so does all these things that we're putting into our body, and I wanted to bring it back home to the south side of San Antonio, and hopefully just spread the word to all the Tejano fans, to all of my followers, all of La Familia Navaira's followers. Thank you so much, and we're excited. It's day one, and the rest of my life to go, so we're very, very excited for that.
Proud Latina, singer, songwriter, and most importantly, a Navaira. Destiny talks about what it's like to be a Navaira in the music business and how she's following in the footsteps of her father and uncle. She wears many hats in the music business, from handling bookings, from driving and loading the van, and more. One thing is for certain, she does not rest on her laurels and is always hard at work.
I think, being a Navaira is definitely something that's going to help me in my career, because my uncle and my dad made that name not only in Tejano, in Mexico, in the country market. I don't think I've ever been shy about saying that that's my last name. I don't think I've ever felt the need to hide it. I don't think I'll ever want to feel the need to hide it. I'm so proud of what my dad and my uncle have done. I drive the van. I unload equipment. I get dressed in the van. I drive home. I mean, I feel like people maybe think that, oh yeah, she's Raulito's daughter. She can do it. Like, okay. But no, I collect at gigs. I do bookings. I run our social media. It's a nonstop job. I work literally 7 days a week, Sundays, if I'm lucky, I don't have to do anything, but I'm still on social media, or, answering messages, or whatever the case may be. I think if anything, it's harder. It's harder for us because we do have that automatic, oh, they're Navairas. Okay. Maybe because their dad knows this person, or because they know this person. But I don't think it's like that. And I think, when we get on stage, I think a lot of that gets shut down. We write our own material. We arrange our material. Again, our show is it's not about who we are. It's about what we do. And I think that people see that. And again, I've always been proud of my last name. And anywhere I go, if somebody hears it and they know it, yeah, the first one to say, yeah, I'm Raulito's daughter, or I'm Emilio's niece.
acércate a mí cuando quieres hablarme. Solo quiero amarte, solo quiero amarte, solo quiero amarte. Cuando siento el mundo se me acaba, solo quiero amarte. Cuando todo en mi alma está bonito, solo quiero amarte. La última cosa que quiero en mi vida, solamente amarte, solo quiero besarte. Hey, hey, solo quiero amarte.
Special thanks to Destiny Navaira de Grupo Remedio for stopping by the studios right here on Up Close with Mingo Mariano. And don't forget to go out and get their latest CD entitled Alivia Tu Corazón under the VMB Music Group. And you can also download their album on all digital platforms. We want to thank you all for tuning in and watching this episode of Up Close with Mingo Mariano. Until next time, adios.
Mi amorcito, solo quiero amarte, solo quiero amarte. Toma mis labios cuando quieres besarme, acércate a mí.